Hey everyone, it's Karen at Gold Star Pro and I am super excited to be recording this video. You guys asked for it. You've waited about 2 months since I first announced it was coming, but blogging is now live inside of Gold Star Pro. So let's dive in and have a look. If we click on Sites and then look at the top of the screen, we have a brand new blogs button. Okay, so let's click on that and have a look and see what we now have inside of Gold Star Pro. So the first thing we want to do is obviously click on the Create Blog Post button. This is going to bring up a brand new screen and we need to give this a title. So let's go ahead and do that. Blogging is live in Gold Star Pro. You can give it a description. And then we need to add an image. So I've uploaded one here into the media library. So we'll pop that in there and then we can click on Create Post. From there, we're going to open up into a new screen. Now, there is information in here already. This is worth reading the first time because there is some information on blogging and how you can improve your results. But once you've read that for the first time, and this will change in the near future, just highlight all of that information and delete it, and you'll be left with a blank screen. So then I'm just going to paste some information in here that you'll see in another blog post at a later time. And then what we're going to do at the top of the screen, we're going to click Save. Okay. Now, once that's done, we're ready to publish. We click on Publish and we come up with a brand new page. Now, the URL slug, this is otherwise known in other parts of Gold Star Pro. This is known as the path. So this is the URL that appears after your main core domain name. Okay, so put this in whatever you want it to be. Remember, there can't be spaces, so you can use dashes instead of spaces, and you have an example here of what it's actually going to look like. So keep it short, but for SEO purposes, use your keywords. So if you're trying to rank on Google for a certain keyword, you want to make sure that it is in this URL slug. Okay. Now, categories. You do need to add a category to every blog post. Okay. So you can click on Add New Category. You can add that in here. In this example, we'll just put it under Test. You can add your keyword words. So blogging, for example. And then if you want to, you can select who your author is going to be. So you can put all of that information in here. Okay. Now, at this point, I could save it as a draft, but for now, let's go ahead and publish it. We're going to click on Save. We'll wait for that to go ahead and do it, and you'll be able to see in the new screen our very first blog post is showing up. Okay, so we can see at the top of the screen total blog posts, number of published blog posts, and we can see the visitors that we're having. And we do have the ability in here to go back in and change some of our settings, our author and our categories. Okay, now how do we get that into a website or a funnel? Let's go over to websites. Now, of course, this can go into either funnels or websites, whatever you want to do. But for this example, I've created a single page which we'll use as our blogging test. So let's dive in and have a look at this one. And what we're going to see once the page loads is a brand new section, a brand new element. So let me delete this and I'll show it to you. We can click on Add Element and you've got a blog post list. All right, so we're going to click on that and pop that into your funnel or your website, whatever you're working with. Of course, as normal, all of the settings for this element are over in the left-hand side. So you can set this up as the standard view or change it to a compact view. You can also change how many actual blog posts are going to be seen before it says more stories. Okay, now you can change that. So it says read more or more blog posts or whatever you want to do. You can change the color of the button, whatever you want to do. You've got full customization there. Okay, so with that done, of course, you can click on Advanced and you can play around with the spacing options, borders, different visibility. And then once we're done, we can click on Save. Give this a SEO meta title. And then we'll click on Update Metadata. We'll click on Save. And then once that's saved, we can go ahead and preview our brand new blog. Okay, now this is not going to show you the blog posts inside of this funnel or website. But once we click on Preview and we have a look at it, there's our blog post. Okay, so then if we go ahead and go into it, we can see all of the content that we added. So lots of exciting things coming. Now this is in its infancy, so keep that in mind. The team have done an incredible job, and it's going to add huge functionality to Gold Star Pro and to your business. But I hope you guys absolutely love this. I'm super excited. I'm going to share a bunch of blog posts that include training on how to use the blogging tool. But for now, enjoy, get in, have a play with it. If you have any questions, get into the Facebook group and ask. But otherwise, enjoy, guys.